Okay, I guess we're live now. I'll just I guess we'll wait for people to show up. Yeah, it's not often I do these live streams, but ran into some technical difficulties in recording this live. Just don't mind me. I'm just sharing this on social media, which apparently it won't let me do now. Hello, Haley. All right. So in this live stream, we're simply going to be installing some software on my good old corner Packard Bell right here. I did a reformat and reinstall yesterday with a Packard Bell Master CD. Got halfway through reinstalling all my software when it was time to go to bed, so I had to cut things short. So I thought, could be fun to do this live with all you good folks. Oh yeah, backyard sports. I played backyard baseball, I want to say, back in the day, but I'm not a sports person at all, and I couldn't figure out what in the world I was doing. Okay, log on to my network. Okay, shut up, active movie. We don't care what your opinions are. Okay, thinks it's 4:39 a.m. for some reason. I think this computer might be in need of a new CMOS battery. Thankfully, it's just a good old-fashioned, honest to goodness CR 2032. Nothing, no kind of weird um, whatchamacallits, Dallas clock chips. My mind is not that fast. Apologies for the refresh rate, even though I got it set to 60 hertz. My phone is okay. That's better. That seems to have done the trick. I just need to readjust the screen settings so it looks proper. All right, I'm trying to remember where I ended last night. I think I was fixing to install games. I'm going to see if I can bring this stream up on my main computer over here, so I can reply to your comments a little easier and not have to stretch my head over to my phone. So I have a few games on my server that we can install. We can go ahead and install Best of Windows Entertainment Pack. Now, Packard Bells usually come with some of the Windows Entertainment Pack games, but this adds a few extras that Packard Bell doesn't include. I'm glad to have my good friend Elmo3 here. And for some reason, Windows 95 likes to take forever to populate this. It takes no time in 3.1. Hi, Wesley. Can't believe it's been 5 years since I changed the name to the Nostalgia Mall. Gosh, he's been here since 2009. That's when I started really getting serious about making videos, was around '09 or so. Okay, that's Best of Windows Entertainment Pack installed. Let's see, SimCity Classic for Windows 95. Gotta have that. Okay, copy to hard drive. Yeah, someday I'll do some SimCity 4 gameplay. That's probably my favorite game from the 2000s, to be honest with you. SimCity 4 Deluxe with the network add-on pack. It is a highly addicting game for me, so that's why I try not to play it too much, because yeah, I'll start playing it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and before I know it, it'll be midnight. Hey. So yeah, for those who missed the first of this, I'm doing this live stream instead of the weekly video tomorrow, because the video I was gonna do this week, I ran into technical issues with it. So yeah, well, I decided, just as a consolation, to do this instead, because I couldn't think of anything else to make a video about. Okay, full tilt. Of course, this is where the Space Cadet Pinball came from, that came bundled on several versions of Windows. This is the full version of it. By the way, this is running Windows 95 Lite from Razorback, the latest version. Adds a few more features to 95 that I just like to have. This is on a 8 gig compact flash card. No, I don't want to register. No, I don't want to restart either. Okay, Widget Workshop. I just realized most of the games I have on my server are from Maxis. That's interesting to note. Yeah, turning Windows 95 into Windows 3.1. That was one of those videos I made that I didn't think anyone would care about, and it wound up being one of my more popular videos. Okay, no restart. Okay, is there anything else? No, I believe that's it. So that's all I have to install from the server. By the way, what do you think of the Packard Bell wallpaper I have on here? I found this on a European master CD. Has the corner Packard Bell on there, and I thought that was just highly appropriate for this particular computer. So, I'm going to be doing some walking back and forth to my CD rack to get things installed. Let's see what we have over here. We'll start with a Living Books game, Just Grandma and Me. One of the first games I ever played when I was 5 years old. Oh, the actual model number of this computer, NR, is the Multimedia D132. And you're not going to have much luck either putting that in Google because there's nothing. There is nothing out there about it except for the videos I've done. Which just goes to show you these corner computers are a rare item and not documented well enough. Okay, let me grab the next one, another Living Books game. Berenstain Bears get in a fight. Oh yeah, the hot dog and the crunchiness of it as well adds to the just the of it. Okay. Let me move over to the next one without breaking the jewel case. Oh yeah. This is one of my favorites right here. 3D Ultra Pinball. Fastest pinball in space. By the way, you'll notice, if you haven't noticed yet, this computer is now on an actual corner desk. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this.
Your system is correctly configured for playing WAV files.
I'm so happy about that. MIDI works. And we'll do a CD-ROM data transfer test. This is a 8-speed drive. We'll do a large install because we have the space to spare. Eric Carlos, I have not actually played the other 3D Ultra Pinball games. This is the only one I've ever played. I know they had that dinosaur one and the one in the yellow box, the yellowish-orange one, but I just never played them. Played 3D Ultra Mini Golf, though. That's a really good game. Okay, on to the next one. I think that will probably be the Incredible Machine. And it is. Here we go. Kind of hard to reach over here with the tripod in the way. Pretty much the same installer as 3D Ultra Pinball. Do you want to register? No. Okay. Next game. Another Sierra game. This is literally the first computer game I ever played. So this makes this one of the first things I ever saw on a computer. Mixed Up Mother Goose Deluxe. Also from Sierra. And this one is from the 3.1 era, so no auto run. So we'll manually open it there. I've actually never tried to register these, Wesley. Maybe someday I'll give that a try. Okay. That's enough Sierra for now. We'll be back to Sierra after a while. Next, another childhood favorite of mine, Gus Goes to the Kooky Carnival. I wish Shiny Entertainment would have made a native Windows 95 port of Earthworm Jim 2. Yes, yes. I don't know why they didn't do that. It would have been a hit. But all we ever got was that DOS port that barely works. So yeah, I had to play it on Sega Saturn instead back in the day. And we'll skip QuickTime because I'll be installing a newer version later. Seems like everything back then was forcing QuickTime down your throat, but understandably so, because so much stuff used it. Okay, got another Gus game. Gus Goes to Cyberopolis. I guess it's going to be roughly the same installation process as before. I think we got one more Gus game to get going. That's Gus Goes to Cybertown. Yeah, I remember in the early days of using Power Director, some of it requiring QuickTime, but thankfully it no longer does. Alright, that's all the Gus games for now. I'll go ahead and close all those program groups. Okay, what do we have next? Okay, we can install the 101 Dalmatians animated storybook. Hello, The Void. Nice to have you here. And get it set up. Do I have Packard Bell Navigator? I certainly do. I've got it on just about all my Packard Bells. It's a necessity when you have a Packard Bell to have Navigator on it. And you're welcome, Chris Garrett. I love these old computers. They are a blast to play with. When they work, at least. When I have to troubleshoot them, that's when it gets a little annoying. Okay, got another Disney game here. And this is the animated storybook for Toy Story. Complete with wrong-sounding Tom Hanks and wrong-sounding Tim Allen. Instead of you get Okay. Now, this game unfortunately forces you to install QuickTime for Windows. So we have no other choice but to go ahead and let it install. Alright, setup complete. Okay, we've got one more Disney game to put on here. This is one I did not have growing up, but I'm surprised I didn't because I like this movie. The Lion King Activity Center with wrong-sounding Jonathan Taylor Thomas. So Windows 95 nuked itself from installing WordPerfect. That's I have a few concerns about that. Okay, go ahead and let it install here. Yeah, I know I have a lot of children's games, but you know, so many people do videos of them playing Quake and Doom and all those games, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, but these children's edutainment games are kind of getting forgotten and left by the wayside, so I kind of feel like trying to preserve them. And plus, you know, I was a kid back then, and this is what I played, and this is what I have nostalgia for, so... Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for noticing the shirt. This is actually a Christmas shirt, but I wear it all year long. Now this is an obscure game, Connections by the Discovery Channel. It's a mine game. I haven't played this in a really long time, but this is one of the very few games my mom ever played on the computer. It's based off a TV show, I believe. Kind of a point-and-click kind of thing, from what I recall. But we will go ahead and install it. I started watching Nickelodeon around 93, 94. That period between 93 and 96 was just the most perfect time for Nickelodeon, if you ask me. My apologies if my voice doesn't sound as powerful as usual. It's April and allergies are a thing, unfortunately. Yes, I do have cable internet. Next is a game that I really don't get to show off much because the creators of it are very unhappy about people showing it on YouTube, and I've known of people getting copyright strikes for it, but I guess showing the installation won't hurt. Magic School Bus Human Body. Loved this game growing up. I loved the Magic School Bus TV series as a whole growing up as well. And the books too, I believe. I remember reading them too. Okay, next. Oh yeah, finding VHS tapes with old commercials on them is probably one of the best time capsules you can ever come across. I still love my tape of the Rugrats Marathon from November 1994. That is the ultimate time capsule right there. Okay, we're going to test our MIDI. Sounds good to me. Test MIDI drums. And we'll do an animation test, which looks good to me. Yes, we'll use full screen animation. And we will get out of there before the copyright police have this place shut down. Yeah, I never got to go to Nickelodeon Studios either. As a matter of fact, there were only two things from Universal Studios Florida that I ever wanted to see, and that was Nickelodeon Studios and the Back to the Future ride, both of which are now long gone. So I have there's no point for me to go there anymore now. I never got to see either of them, unfortunately. Okay, we've got another Sierra game. This is a bizarre one. The Incredible Toon Machine. It's basically the Incredible Machine, but in the style of a Saturday morning cartoon. We'll go ahead and get that setting up. Oh yeah, he takes his helmet off. That kind of became a meme, I guess. By the way, it always throws out that error message, which means absolutely nothing. By the way, anyone remember these KidSoft Select CDs? I had so many of these growing up. This just looks so good to me. Okay. What do we have next? Oh yeah, the classic. The big kahuna of early 90s computer games. Oh, Philip Smith, I don't use Skype anymore. And this, by the way, is Myst. I remember playing this with my aunt on her Gateway and on our Packard Bell at my house, and very engrossing game. I remember my aunt had pages and pages of walkthroughs that she printed off the web back then for getting through the game. It was that Mist was a pretty big deal. Let's just say that. And again, we don't want quick time. Yes, it is a timeless design. There was never anything before it, never anything after it. This is the one and only. Okay, if I can get that back in there. Oh yeah, here's one you don't see much of. Hard Hat. This is a construction sim game. Played this quite a bit growing up. Remember getting this from a computer game shop. It may have been Electronics Boutique at Four Seasons Mall back in '96. Legend of Zelda, I never got into those games for some reason. They just never really appealed to me. I mean, I don't hate them. I like them, but it's just a series I've just never really gotten into. So we'll go on to the next one. Okay, Midtown Madness 2 was a little too powerful for this computer. What isn't is 3D Ultra Mini Golf. Favorite of mine. This is from 1997. DVI port, no, it does not. This computer was actually made before DVI ports were a thing at all, really. I know they were around before this, but I don't remember seeing DVI ports until probably the mid to late 2000s. And we'll do a large install. This may take a little while. 240 megabytes, that's pretty big for a system like this, but I do have plenty of space on here. 8 gigabyte CF card. Should be good to go. So we'll just have a little patience and let it do its thing. Yes, thank you, Eric. There will be a 20,000 subscriber special probably around the end of the month. There's also a major anniversary coming up at the end of this month. I'm not going to say what. I'll just let you guys guess for yourselves what it will be. Ugh, finally get to sit down. Wesley, I'm not going to say you're right, but I'm not going to say you're wrong either. Wink, wink. Yeah, didn't know what Bluetooth was until the late 2000s, I think. And my first Bluetooth device was a Bluetooth earpiece for my LG Voyager phone that I got back in 2009. So I was a little late to the game with Bluetooth. And I still don't have a whole lot of Bluetooth devices, to be honest with you. Maybe a couple of headphones. Of course, I use Bluetooth in the car. Yeah, we're still installing. Okay, that's what the other 3D Ultra Pinball game was, Creep Night. Haven't played that one before, actually. Well, at least you get to look at these billboards. Coming soon, modem, network, and internet play. Amazing. I had a Power Mac G5 for a short time back around 2015 or so. Someone gave it to me. It was not a good computer, but that's only because it had electrical issues. So I couldn't really get to use it. But I do understand why it would be that way. From what I've heard, those were pretty big heat generators. Alright, finally. Move on to something else. You can tell I like playing Sierra games. I had to, well, I actually didn't have to. I wanted to, and I had a lot of fun doing it. About a month ago, I drove about an hour or so toward the Charlotte area and picked up a lot of old box computer software from someone on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of it was stuff I didn't really care about, but two things that really intrigued me was, in fact, I got one right here. Never played this, but this is the collector's series of Police Quest. Has a bunch of discs in there, I believe. And also found one that I've been looking for a long time, a box copy of MS-DOS 622, which is not in a good position to get to right now, or else I'd show it to you. Anyway, on to the next program. What do we have? Oh, yeah. Ezekiel S. Jackson's Truckology. When I was about 6 or 7, I was just absolutely fascinated with construction equipment for a short time. And this is why I have so many construction-related computer games. No, unfortunately, I don't have the 1575 DMT anymore, but on the bright side, I've got a Armada 1750 with a Pentium 2 now, and that does pretty much everything the 1750 did, but better. And I Used it yesterday, actually, and it's still running great. Battery even still holds a charge, despite being from the late 90s. Okay, this one's for Elmo 3, the playroom. Go ahead and get that in there. Another Brutterbun game. For some reason, test song number 3 always sounds like an entire orchestra falling down the stairs of a skyscraper. So, yeah, we always go with test song number 1. Much better. That's going to put it aside, right beside Mist. Hi, Flying Scotsman. Progress bar segments. Yeah, I installed those all right. Okay. What do we have next on our list? What's this one? That's a Windows 98 upgrade CD. We do not want 98 on here. This computer's a little too old for that. Let's see. Well, here's a game I actually recently picked up from a eBay listing. Garfield Caught in the Act. Oh, the Legend 402 CD. I no longer have that, unfortunately. I sold it back in 2017. I really hated to do that, but it was for a worthy cause because the money I got from it went toward buying this corner Packard bell. So at least we have that. Now, Garfield Caught in the Act. Up until this point, I've only ever played the Game Gear version, which is completely different because it's a 8-bit system. Okay, now we got Garfield on there. Okay. What else do I have over here, if anything? Okay, I believe that's it for the stuff in the jewel cases. Now on to what I have in here. Banjo-Kazooie, oh yeah, that is a great game. One of my favorite N64 games of all time. That and Banjo-Tooie was good too. Okay, we got some more Living Books games. Got Arthur's Teacher Trouble. Always a classic. I got it for Christmas in 1995. Okay. And now on to another Living Books game. Another one I got for Christmas in 1995. Tortoise and the Hare. Hey, Hare, did you forget to recycle that newspaper? Oh, all right. Okay, did it install? Yes, it did. I wasn't paying attention. I do that a lot. Okay, now this is a interesting one. I remember playing this with my aunt back in the day. She bought this when she upgraded to Windows 95 on her gateway. This is Sierra's Woodruff and the Schnibble. Oh, yeah, this is a CDR, and sometimes this CD drive doesn't like these very much. Probably because it's recorded at a fast speed, and this is only an 8x drive. Maybe I can just take it out and put it back in. Doubt that it'll do any good, but yeah, when it makes that very particular clicking noise, that means I know I'm about to get this blue screen here. So, Woodruff will have to wait for another day. Oh yeah, you know things have hit the fan when you get this kind of dialogue box. Okay, it claims it installed. I don't know how well it installed, but hey, there's the icon for it. Yeah, you'll notice that this scanner built, whoa. Okay. Oh yeah. First Sonic game I ever played, Sonic CD. Wasn't even on a Sega system, it was on a Packard Bell. And so until I got a Sega Saturn in 1997, I thought that Sonic was a PC exclusive thing. We'll do the full install. Now this one does take a little time. And while it's doing that, I'm going to promote this online. Put this on my Facebook page. I actually did my very first YouTube short the other day. I'd never done one before of the old Greensboro CompUSA. think it came out okay. I didn't know what I was doing really, but yeah, when it copies the bad ending AVI file, it usually takes a while on this one. It's kind of pessimistic when you think about it. The bad ending is bigger than the good ending. Kind of philosophical when you think about it. Or maybe not, the good ending takes a little while too. Yeah, these are pretty big AVI files. Yeah, I had a friend who was still using Windows 98 in 2008. Still worked fine for him though. I think it was one of those beige Dell Dimensions, maybe a 4100. Okay, finally on the other side of that. Oh, that's a stretch. Upgraded, I do not know if it was upgraded or not. Right, next up, Jazz Jackrabbit 2. Hi, Clinton Kale. Glad to have you here. And we'll add a shortcut. I remember using my Toshiba Satellite 2505 CDS as a daily driver laptop around 2003, 2004. And it was running a Pentium MMX at 233 megahertz, 32 megs of RAM, and it was miserable, a very miserable experience, especially because at the time I was using my high-end, top-of-the-line Dell Dimension 2350 with a Pentium 4. So yeah, it was quite a contrast between those two computers. Okay. Okay, what do we have next on the roster? If you're the Void, if you're referring to the Dell Dimension 2350, yes, I do still have it. It's in the closet over there, and as far as I know, it's still running. In fact, this June will be 20 years since I got it, so I'm gonna have to do something special for that. Next up, Sonic 3D Blast. This game gets a lot of hate, unfortunately, but I actually really like it. It's a favorite of mine. Okay, I do not want DirectX 3 because I think I've got 7 or 8 on here already. And it automatically loads the game, so I'll have 4 out of that. Okay, next up, oh yeah. One of my all-time favorites as a kid, Monster Truck Madness. Always had to play as Carolina Crusher. And because of this game, I started going to the Monster Jam show at the Greensboro Coliseum every January.
Ready for Monster Truck Madness.
Are you ready to be quieter? Yeah, I used to go to Monster Jam from 97 to, I want to say, 2000, 2001. Then I just simply lost interest, I guess. Alrighty, always do the typical 100 meg install. Yes, the desktop icon.
Hey, thanks for buying Microsoft's Monster Truck Madness.
You're welcome.
I'm Army Armstrong. And as a TV commentator for Monster Truck Racing, I can tell you that this is as real as it gets. Don't forget to register your game with Microsoft so they can keep you in the loop and up to date on other products that will keep you tickled pink.
That sounds disgusting.
The Microsoft Sidewinder 3D Pro is the ideal joystick to use with Monster Truck Madness.
That's my favorite
The
joystick.
digital technology translates to precision driving, and the programmable buttons, they'll help you switch views quickly to catch the best action. The Thrustmaster T2 steering wheel and pedals really enhance the Monster Truck Madness driving experience. All you need is a truck cab in your living room, and you're set.
I always wanted a steering wheel control for the computer when I was a kid, but never happened.
Monster Truck and the Information Superhighway sound like a match made in heaven. Visit the Monster Truck web stuff on the World Wide Web directly from the opening screen with Monster Truck Madness so you can stay up to date on race results, interesting news articles, and great tips and tricks. They're posted regularly so you can keep on trucking even when you're surfing the web. Monster Manual. When you need some help playing the game, just fire up your old buddy, the Monster Manual. For online help with an attitude, the Monster Manual is the place to go.
Yeah, I thought about getting one of those steering wheel controllers. I just don't have the room for it, really, unfortunately. Maybe someday.
Whoa!
Yeah, we're not going to restart. And it's going to start automatically. Classic intro there. It was worth it just to see that. And, well, this is a classic amongst anyone, really. SimCity 2000. Actually bought this CD in 1999 at a Toys R Us in Wilmington, North Carolina, while I was on a beach trip. And I was very anxious to get back home and give it a try. try. I'm not going to register. I think that might be our last Maxis game for the day. What do we have next here? I used to have Return of Arcade Anniversary Edition that I bought new back in 2002, but a few months ago I picked it up and the whole thing just cracked into two. Broke my heart. Okay. Harry and the Haunted House, Living Books. Oh yeah, I got this blue Polaroid camera for Christmas this past year. Need to demonstrate it sometime. I mostly use it to take pictures of old computers with. To give it that retro vibe, I guess you could say. Alrighty. Next is Little Monster at School. Okay, another Living Books game. This is a weird one, but it always did amuse me as a kid. Roughspone. Roughspone lies under the ocean. That always amused me. Okie doke. One more Living Books game. And that's Arthur's Birthday. Yeah, Philip, they're getting hard to find in central North Carolina, too, unfortunately. Ever since we lost Value Village back in 2017 or so, it's been a ghost town for those. And I've been having to buy them all off eBay now and pay a whole lot more. So yeah, I've gotten to where I usually only get maybe one Packard Bell a year now. Okay, coming up next we have Big Job. Close out all these. Oh yeah, Jay, I remember saying that. Oh, those were the good old days when you get a old computer for a lot of times less than $10. Those are those days are long gone. people have unfortunately realized how collectible they are and have taken advantage of that, but I guess it was inevitable. Oh yeah, the XP era Packard Bells. We didn't get XP era Packard Bells over in the over here in the U.S. Packard Bell abandoned us around 99, 2000 maybe, the latest. Oh yes, so clear. Biggest gouger on eBay. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, this is something I had when I was a kid. This is from After Dark. It's the Looney Tunes screensavers. Yeah, Jay's the Compact Master. Remember getting this at CompUSA back in the day. Even came with a mouse pad with Coyote and Roadrunner on it, which unfortunately I no longer have. Yeah, go ahead and edit the system files. I trust you enough. How long does it take to create an After Dark group? Okay, I'm not going to restart. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go back to my server and upgrade this to After Dark 4.0, which is more Windows 95 friendly. And this will still retain our Looney Tunes screensavers. Okay, go ahead and install all these goodies. This way we'll have ourselves some flying toasters. Oh, I used to have a Dell Latitude C600. I wound up giving it to my younger cousin because he was interested in playing old computer games, and he's still using it, I believe. So it went to a good home. I might get me another one someday. They are good Windows 98 laptops. Yeah, these After Dark screensavers sometimes take a while to install. Yeah, that's kind of how my Armada 1750 is, Philip. It was built in, I believe, 1998, I want to say, but battery still runs for, I'd say, about an hour. Just charged it up yesterday. No restart. Let's see, we may be reaching the end of our CDs. Let me just continue to go through here. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh yeah, nah, that probably won't install. The CD's kind of messed up. Let's see. What do we have? Yeah, I believe that's all the stuff we're going to be installing, except for one thing that we do need. I do want to upgrade QuickTime to version 3.0. Wherever that file is. I got a lot of stuff on here. Okay, QuickTime Player 3.0. Sure, I've seen a lot of QuickTime today. Yeah, Luke, give it a Office 97 with the paper clip. That's what it needs. Okay. Do all that. And speaker's crackling a little bit. It's odd. Oh, a TI 99 4A. I actually got two of those from someone back in September of this past year, but I just haven't had a chance to do anything with them. They're both complete in the box. Still have the original 1984 price tags from Zayres. Someday I'll be doing a video on them. Well, at least one of them, at least. Okay, so that's QuickTime installed and updated. So I think we can go ahead and give it a well-deserved restart. One thing I forgot to check and see is if I copy my DOS games over. No, I did not. So let's go ahead and do that. Copy them from my server. Select all. Control V. Oh yeah, the Windows 95 startup sound is the best one ever. So many happy memories hearing that. Windows 98 startup sound was great, but 95 just has that little extra oomph to it. Sorry, Jay, my Windows 98 machine doesn't have speakers hooked up to it right now. I had to steal them from for another project. Yes, I do have 8-Bit Guy's Planet X3 on here, even though I have no idea how to play that game. I mainly just bought it just to support him and to have his game sitting on my software shelf. I am looking forward to the DOS version of Petsky Robots, though. That'll be really good. That game's a little bit more up my alley. A lot of these DOS games I never really play a whole lot of. Like Crystal Towers, I have it on here, but I hardly ever played it. Well, thanks for letting me know, Jay. I'll have to keep my eye out for that. Okay, we're at the X's and Z's, so... Alright, then we've got everything copied over now. Now let's just clean the desktop up a little bit. We don't need the QuickTime Pro icon, don't need Jazz Creation Station. I think we're good there. But I do like to add a few icons to the desktop when I can. Some shortcuts at least. Always like to add a shortcut to Microsoft Paint. The CD player, media player, And what else? Well, and I like to throw in a few games as well. Where's the entertainment pack? Oh yeah, here we go. Put Ski Free over there. And earlier we installed the rest of the Best of Entertainment pack. We will go in here and delete the icons for games that already came on this computer. Dr. Blackjack's on here, Free Cell, Rodent's Revenge, Ski Free, no, the rest of those are on here actually. So what I like to do is delete those and rename this Extras, and then copy this over to the games group where the rest of them are, and then I move Jazz Jackrabbit 2 over to the main program area there. Just makes things a little tidier. So we'll add some more games. We will add Jazzball and Tetris and Chips Challenge. Okay. And I do like to have an icon for the Incredible Machine. That's one I play quite a bit. And of course I like to have an icon for Microsoft Word. By the way, this is Word 97. And then there's our old pal Clippy. Working on a novel, so and I do type my novel on old computers like this, so having a word processor is very useful on here. And is there anything else we need to move over? Oh yes. Infamous Microsoft Bob. And that should do it. We'll just arrange things more properly. I will make a shortcut to my documents, but I don't have the documents copied over here yet. But yeah, I think we'll just leave it like that for now. Delete those. And let's give DOS a test. And for some reason the CD-ROM driver is not working. That's a simple fix, but I'll worry about that later. So we'll go to our games directory. My benchmark is always Skyroad's Christmas Special because it has digital audio and ad-lib all at once. So this will tell us if both are working. Sorry, headphone users. It works, maybe a little too well. And this is one of the things I love about these old Packard builds. They are configured so perfectly for DOS. Everything works right out of the box. Let's get a good song going. Oh, and my favorite, yes. Yeah, the game itself is not the best, but the music, the soundtrack is just outstanding. We'll do one more. How about Epic Pinball? We'll do Excalibur because the music's good. Oh, PB70 CD OEM. I actually have video footage. If you go back to 2021 of my friend Computer Kid 1416 when he was over here beating Road 3 on this exact computer. He was determined, and he got it. Well, I didn't know you could turn the music on and off. I don't know why anyone would want to turn this great music off. I'm sad that I didn't have a copy of this game growing up. I would have loved it. I love a good old pinball game. Alright. We did decent. Alright, we'll do one more DOS game. Let's see. We will do, let's see. We'll do Flying Tigers. Very obscure game. Top-down shoot 'em up. I've always been a fan of these kind of games. Great music too, by the way. This takes place in the year 2047. I will be about 57 or 58 years old when this game takes place. Yes, this is Flying Tiger. Alrighty. Well, I think that will about do it for this video, or this live stream, I should say. I'm used to saying videos, but thank you all for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and hope to be doing some more of these soon. Again, there won't be a video tomorrow. This is taking the place of that because the computer I was working on for tomorrow's video did not want to cooperate, so that's going to take a little bit more time, but I have a couple of very special videos coming up in the next couple of weeks that I think you guys will really, really enjoy. So, until then, this is Billy Core signing off.